You're live! Currently, allegedly,
we're live. Good evening.
Hello, good evening, people of the world, every boy and every girl. Hello there, I'm Paul.
I'm Jason.
And together we are
those vegan guys. You know this.
Most of you know this.
Most of you know this. And if anyone is in the house right now and is new and here for the first time, then this is us. Down to earth veganism.
On the reg.
On the reg. You did it this time.
I know.
And yeah, that's what it's all about, this channel.
That's what it's all about.
Who's here with us this evening?
Oh.
Who's here with us?
Multiple.
I like to give people a shout out at the start that are here at the start.
Well, our lovely moderators are Bohemian Bee, Kelly, and Hedge Rider. Although we're not sure if Hedge Rider's going to be here because she's a bit tired.
Very tired. Very tired. So yes, we've got our fabulous moderators in the house, of course. So
and they'll kick your ass if you give us any shit.
Yeah. We've got
hi to Mum and Dad Brom and Auntie Pearl.
Probably Colin and Brett as well.
Hi guys.
Hi
everybody.
Hi Star Cradle, Beverly, Gaz, from Liverpool, Kat, Pauline, Lee, Ash, us three vegans, Angharad's life. Was that right? Was that right?
Better.
Yes. AM Claire, Kelly's in the house, Muddy Paws.
Hedge Rider's here. Hello.
Yes. Jill and Alice, Jason, Vegan Brit, UK Vegan Family.
UK Vegan Family, you should follow them. They have a channel too. And they're, guess what? They're a vegan family who live in the UK.
Imagine that. Imagine that. Mostly love of music. Eva, cycling with Rossi.
I'm having a mint.
Roku, Daydream Believer, Affinity. Oh yeah, mint.
I'm having a mint.
We're back to it. It was a tradition, and then we lost it. We couldn't get hold of them.
We only lost it because Sainsbury's stopped doing them. But we think that they might be being repackaged in Sainsbury's.
Rebranded.
Rebranded.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, before we go on with anything else, let's have a little chat about why I might be wearing this particular t-shirt tonight. Of course, you know I say this at the end of every video, but today, in the grand old US of A, Bill and Ted's excellent Bill and Ted 3 is released. We don't get it in Britain until mid-September. But Jason, my lovely husband Jason, has a bit of news regarding the movie. Why don't you tell folk, Jay?
So, Bill and Ted is something that we both absolutely love. Both the first and the second film. The third film, as Paul just said, Bill and Ted Face the Music, out in the States today, right now, in theatres, selected theatres, and streaming on multiple platforms. Cut a long story short, or fairly short.
I'm joking.
Oh, no. So the other day, out of nowhere, following Bill and Ted 3 on Twitter, of course, cannot wait both of us to see the film.
Mm-hmm.
And the tweet comes out from the team. Who wants to help us break a Guinness World Record? And I was like, okay, that sounds interesting. To be in any way associated with something like that would be epic. So it turns out they were trying to break the Guinness World Record for the most people playing air guitar online at the same time. So the reason why I'm not wearing my Be Excellent to Yourself and Each Other t-shirt this evening, although I would have liked to, was because I was wearing it, taking part in the Guinness World Record attempt, and it was pretty hot and sweaty. So that was it basically. The other day I finished work around 5 o'clock, and by 6:15 I was taking part in a Guinness World Record attempt
until after 7 o'clock, and I could hear them upstairs, and there were about 500 of you.
There was 500. That was the target.
all on Skype. So
Zoom.
Zoom. So we've not seen anything from the official Twitter account yet.
Helen knew
about whether it's been.
I've been checking it every day
or not. But I said to Jason, I think that they might have used it. They might have recorded it. 500 people playing air guitar. They might have recorded it, and it might either be on the opening or the closing credits of the movie.
Whereas I was kind of
imagine that though. Imagine how amazing that'd be.
It's already gone out for distribution now, so
he had his blouse off this one and everything, thinking he was a right rocker. Come down all sweaty, like what were he called? What died from an excess?
Michael Hutchins.
Michael Hutchins, looking like a sweaty sweaty Hutchins after half an hour with Kylie.
I'm not going to lie.
That did to her.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, opened up a Pandora's box of delights.
It turned her from a little girl into a filthy woman.
It really did. It really did. So yeah, no, genuinely, like Paul said, I came downstairs. I honestly felt like I'd done a gig. We did it about 9 times. There is video footage of it. It may make the light of day at some point in the near future.
It'd be amazing if it does. I can't wait to see it. Also, we want to say an incredibly big thank you to 2 of our wonderful subscribers. We want to say, so there we were last night, sat sitting, managing his own business, right, watching telly, which we'll talk about at the end of this because we've got a really good series to recommend. Anyway, it's about 9 o'clock. No, knock at the door. Jay looks at me dead worried with a scowling eye like this. He says, I'm not answering that this time of night because nobody comes see us, you know. And then he goes to the door and looks through and he said, looks like it's a delivery. And I said, well, I've not ordered anything. Goes to the door, does our Jason. Don't you, Jason?
I do.
And what happened, Jason?
What did I say?
What happened, Jason?
We had a fabulous surprise delivery.
We had a lovely delivery, but no note. However, after inquiries on Facebook, we found out that the lovely Helen Hawley, who's right here, right now, in our chat, bought us. Oh, that's polytunnel. I get that. It's in our garden right now.
It's about, what would you say? It's about 3 foot high. It's about 3 foot high and about 6 foot long.
Yeah. It's perfect for me greens.
Give it a
So Helen, thank you for purchasing that from our wish list. Also, then we have to. While I was making inquiries, who bought us a gift? The lovely May Parcells, who's already bought us from our wish list the accessories kit for our air fryer.
The Rose
said, if it's the webcam, it's me. And I was like, oh, it wasn't a webcam. Have you bought us the webcam? So May has bought us a new webcam.
Amazing.
Thank you, May, and thank you, Helen. So very, 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 very much. Thank you. Just thank you.
Yeah.
Like real deep, meaningful, human, from my heart to your heart. Thank you so much. Thank you. There you go.
All of that.
Send me a bit now.
Yeah, so who else have we got in the house?
What are folks saying, Jay?
I'm a bit, because it's new. I'm not used. Oh, it's all up there, isn't it? So 80 in the house, 41 likes.
Oh, if anyone's watching and liking, would you mind just close the chat for a second, like the video. If you're watching on your telly, you know, you can press your middle button like your OK button and all stuff will come up at the bottom. And if you click along to where it says more, click your OK button again. And then the thumbs up and thumbs down thing will come up. You can click, you can move along to the thumbs up, click OK, and you'll give us a thumbs up on your telly as well, just in case you were wondering how to do it from there.
There you go. Instructions. Marcus is in the house. Hey up, loves. I'm late to the meet. Got distracted by your shopping vlog. You are forgiven.
You're perfectly on time. We've only just started.
Grumpy Vegan Grandad's in the house.
Oh, what was he?
He's had some fancy new headshots done recently. I've seen. They're very nice. Very nice. Yeah, looking mighty fine in those headshots. Grumpy Vegan Grandad. Bravo you. Very nice. May said we're welcome, of course, which is lovely.
Oh, thank you, May.
Yeah. So time is ticking on. We're gonna crack on with the quiz soon, and then of course after the quiz we'll have a couple of updates on what's coming soon, what's going on. We'll have a bit of a Q&A.
Yeah. Well, I just need to either tell you for the first time if it's the first one of your videos we're watching. We've just come up with a new live plan.
Yes. The rotation.
So on alternate weeks, it's going to be Sunday, Friday, Saturday. No, sorry. Saturday, Friday, Sunday. Yes. So last week on Saturday evening, we did a live chat and mukbang, had our Chinese meal, and it was delicious.
Oh, mostly love of music. Thank you so much for the super chat.
We'll get to that question very soon. Thank you, mostly love of music. Or musky. Mostly love of musky. Spelled it wrong in the cards. First, don't put it in there. Sorry.
I've got room here.
So last week we had the Saturday mukbang. It was great. Tonight is Friday night quiz. Next weekend will be Sunday afternoon in the kitchen. Possible cook along, and that's how it will run. It will be Saturday, Friday, Sunday. Saturday, Friday, Sunday. Saturday mukbang, Friday quiz, Sunday in the kitchen with Paul and Jason.
We said we were going to do a live every week. We're sticking to it.
Mostly love of music, who's very kindly given us a super chat of 5 pints that you can all quite clearly see. Says, what are you guys doing for the bank holiday weekend? Actually, just probably doing a bit of chilling. We've already had the polytunnel in 2 positions in the garden today. We put it up this afternoon, didn't we? We've already and we're still working on that and
pottering in the garden.
We've started watching a fabulous lady on YouTube called Liz, who has a massive garden. English Liz.
Yes.
Can't remember her last name, but she's right good. And she's been giving some advice about things you can plant in September. So looking to getting some seeds, maybe ready for when, like, I harvest the beetroots and the carrots, and then I can use the pots for something else once I've refed the soil. So yeah, a bit of gardening, a lot of chilling.
A lot of chilling and relaxing, catching up on some sleep as well, because it's been a pretty full-on few weeks. We're probably going to be doing another vlog or 2. It's standard. I'm going to be personally probably just getting through the latter stages of Assassin's Creed Syndicate and getting that finished off for anyone that's into gaming. But a lot of chill time, yeah.
Charlotte, thank you for the super chat and for the love. Thank you so much.
Bless you, Charlotte. Thank you.
Darling. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That means a lot. That's lovely.
3 green hearts.
Lovely. And Daniel was asking, Daniel Forrester, are you guys going to Vegan Fest in Manchester tomorrow?
No.
We're going to give it a miss this time. We've been...
I know some people might say that we're being overly cautious or even maybe a bit panicky, but I have no intentions of going anywhere in any social aspect for the next few months. Oldham, the town where we live, is the 2nd worst in England at the moment. And we've been kept on lockdown with the stipulation that you cannot go to anybody else's home at all under any circumstance. So we are, we won't be going. I would love to go. I would love to go and vlog it and buy things, but I'm just too nervous about this virus, to be honest.
I think it's mainly as well. It's places where you know that inevitably there's going to be a lot of people,
and it can't be managed.
It's very difficult to manage it, and I think the people I feel the most sorry for is the tradespeople.
Yeah,
if I'm honest with you, like those are the people that I really feel for the most, because it's got to be an incredibly difficult time.
Grumpy, I know, and I wouldn't even consider going to a pub at the moment. I'm pretty appalled that they're open, to be honest. It's ridiculous. But a big event like a vegan market with loads of stalls and loads of people, there's no way of doing social distancing there.
Not really, no.
And so no, and it's a real shame. It's going to be the first one we've missed.
Yeah, Yeah, it is, isn't it? We love them. We love them. On a different note, just to change tack slightly, I feel like I should put a disclaimer out before we start the quiz.
What?
I feel like I should put a disclaimer out because about 15 minutes before we went live, I had my head in the cupboard, in the wardrobe upstairs, getting my jacket out. I should have said a Quizmaster's jacket. And I accidentally went to close the door before I took my head out of the wardrobe. So I actually smashed myself in the side of the eye here. And there was blood. I was bleeding my own blood.
It wasn't. It was slightly red. He was in the hallway.
I smudged it. And
he said, I'm bleeding. And I said, a lot? And he went, yeah. And I said, right, well, why can't I see it then? I'm only sat 6 feet away from you. You're there. If you're bleeding bad, why can't I see it? He said, I've got an axe wound. So I went up, looked at it. This pathetic tiny red mark here. He said, maybe it's a mouse's axe wound. I was like, do you know, Jason? He went, an ant.
An ant. I said an ant had elbowed me. Anyway, so that's my disclaimer for the quiz. If I happen to let any answers slip, if I accidentally flake out on the table.
ASMR pillow, I don't think he will survive. It's a dreadful situation.
Yeah. We should all actually, as well, just picking up on the chat that's going on at the moment, we should all just give Bobby a mini little round of applause for finally getting her tech issues sorted out.
Yes, but it looks like Bobby will be the next Vegan Stories. Other than that bloody 8-part catastrophe we put up.
Hench just said, a mouse's axe wound, I do beg your pardon. It was worse, Imran. It was worse than that. And you know what the worst part about it all was? It was completely self-inflicted. How stupid. Who leaves their head in a wardrobe whilst shutting the door? Me.
Piccolo 64, Andy, thanks guys for your encouragement.
Oh, thank you so much for the super chat, Piccolo.
Thank you very much for the super chat. Every little helps. In fact, we should plug that for a moment while we're here. We're both wearing our own merch at the moment.
Yes.
And every bit of merch you buy puts a few quid in our pocket. Everything that you might get from our Amazon store puts a few pennies in our pocket. If you become a Patreon, you can, or a channel member, like all the people with beautiful coloured names here are channel members with green names, and they actually pay us on the channel. That stuff helps like you wouldn't believe. But so does your subscription, your like, and your comment on all our videos. So thank you for everyone who on all levels of participation with the channel. Really appreciated. Thank you.
Massive appreciation. So with all that being said, we've got 86 in the house. The likes are going up. Should we get this show on the road?
I have to get into character.
Essence of the Celts. Thank you. Yes. I just thought about that. We normally have the lights on here and the hashtag, but we don't normally have this at the side. So, and I think we've got a slightly wider lens. We have on this laptop.
We have, for sure. I could even move that out a bit. Look.
Wow, we have. It's miles wider. It's a wider shot.
It's a HD wide. Yeah.
Oh, fancy. So we're gonna get it going.
Can you see us and hear us all right? By the way, is everything fine, quality wise, image and audio?
Is it the vegan Vegeta? The vegan Vegeta. We're about to start the quiz. We're only 18 minutes in, so you've not missed much. Don't you worry. Pens and papers at the ready. We're going to start very soon. There's going to be 4 rounds.
Oh, the sound is muffling at times.
What does that mean? Is that, well, obviously I know what it means, but.
So we could get the mic.
No, because it'd be better. Would we not be better with the lav mics?
I don't know. I don't know if there's a slot for them. Is there?
There should be a audio in, yeah. I think so. Before we start the quiz, might we just take a second to see if we can improve the sound quality? If it's muffling. Well, the mic's on the laptop, Kirst. So it's all
inbuilt.
What's the general consensus just before we go into full-on quiz mode?
I'll let you do the consensus while I just move these cups.
I'll keep talking. Cat says it is only Paul muffling. Understandable here. Just Paul when he moves his head a certain way or covers his face. That's so weird. We're not wearing the lapel mics tonight because we're using the new laptop. Ah, so cycling with Russ. Okay, cheers, dude. Yeah, I think we will probably try the lapel mics because for the time it will take, it will be a much better experience for the quiz and for the rest of the chat.
Why do I sound like I'm underwater? We're both speaking through the same mic. I don't understand what's
Essence
going
of the Celts says you are coming through clearly. But Sarah says, yeah, not as good actually. So I think some people who are with us regularly, you know.
Oh, Pauline, thank you, my darling.
Bless you for the super chat.
Pauline. Do you want to get the lav mics?
I'll grab them and give it a try.
But I don't know where
I'll figure it out.
line in is.
It might be the same one as the headphone socket. They usually are.
All right. But yeah, she's wide, isn't she? Could actually bring her in a little bit, you know, like there. That might be a bit better. A little bit nearer. You're a bit nearer now, Louise. Everyone's a bit nearer. Better. Muddy Paul says it's better just because I've moved the laptop a bit nearer. I said, yeah, sound fine now.
Shall we just carry on?
Keep talking so we can see if it's better. All right. Good evening. My name is Paul Burgess. I'm 51 years old and I've been vegan for 7 years. I've been married to my husband, Jason, for 12 years and together for 23 years. There you go. Better now, the laptop's closer. Much better, thanks.
Right.
That's clearer.
It might have just been the distance, the laptop distance.
Oh, don't tell me I look bad for 51. I think I look all right. Yeah, I'm 51. Nobody said I look bad for 51.
Oh, really?
Somebody just put 51 on a question mark and I got scared.
Oh, we've said this before, haven't we? I don't know whether people can hear me from over here. You know, you've got to contend with the hardships of life, haven't you? Everyone's gone through different hardships in life.
Oh, I've had many hardships
and
over
that
the last few years.
impacts on you physically and mentally.
Many.
Right, so I've gone to all the effort for no reason.
It's all right. It's all right. Just come and get your jacket on and let's get this show on the road. Imran's 50 next week.
Yeah, but Imran looks 30.
Imran's gets on my nerves with his skin. I hate men with gorgeous skin, unless they're me. Actually, you both had gorgeous skin, you two, Imran and Leanne. Must be that Welsh water.
Could be.
You getting ready?
Oh yeah, that's better, isn't it? We're a little bit closer now.
Oh yeah, I feel quite pleasant now.
So yeah, we're ready. We're gonna get the show on the road. Pens and papers at the ready. Okay. No answers in the comments, but of course I'll just quickly run through everything once the quizmaster is here and his glamorous and fabulous, beautiful assistant. So yeah, let's do it. Good evening, one and all. Welcome to the TVG quiz. The TVG quiz. Are we all ready? So, 4 rounds this evening. Okay. We're going to start. The first round is going to be 10 questions. The second round I believe, is going to be 10 questions. The third and fourth round are 5 questions each. We've got one round in there that's easy questions, just so we can all feel a little bit better about ourselves. And there's one round in there that's random questions. Okay? So, without further ado, as I mentioned before, we want answers at home, not in the comments. You okay? Enjoying yourself? Daniel said, I can't concentrate. What did Jason just say? And Leanne, oh my God, Paul's boobies. Okay, so try not to be too distracted. And when the music starts, if you feel like you would like to join in, as I know some of you do, Dad. JJ Star, thank you so much for the super chat. And Stacey, thank you so much for the wolf whistles. Sarah Weir, boobs. Just the word boobs. Right, we're going to get started. Pens and papers at the ready, as I've said. Oh, no cheating. We're going. Okay. Question 1. This is the music round, the first round. Marcus, thank you so much for the super chat. That is totally awesome of you. Thank you.
Marcus, is it because I've got my boobs out?
Right. We're going. Question 1. Which English sir has had number ones in the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s? Which English sir has had number ones in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s? Mum, if you get this wrong, I will be stunned. Question 2. Name the song and the artist for the following lyric. Maybe I'm foolish, maybe I'm blind, thinking I can see through this and see what's behind. Question 2. Name the song and the artist for the following lyric. Maybe I'm foolish, maybe I'm blind, thinking I can see through this and see what's behind. How we doing? How we doing? People feeling confident?
Mug, I can actually see perfect.
No one can see you. No one can see your beautiful face.
I can see.
Question 3. Matt Goss, Luke Goss, and Craig Logan made up which band? Matt Goss, Luke Goss, Craig Logan made up which band? Question 4. In what year did the Beatles split up? In what year did the Beatles split up? Leanne says confident so far. Feeling confident too, Kelly? Well, we'll soon find out, won't we? AM Claire, sparkly bra, my eyes. I've forgotten what we're up to. Question 5. What is rapper P. Diddy's real name? What is rapper P. Diddy's real name? That was question 5. Question 6. Question 6. Complete this Spice Girls lyric. If you want to be my, you've got to get with my friends. Complete this Spice Girls lyric. If you want to be my, you've got to get with my friends. That's
Make
question
it last
6.
forever. Friendship never ends.
Okay. We all keeping up? Are we all good? Thank you, Essence of the Celts. Question 7. Who had a number 1 hit with Ice Ice Baby? Who had a number 1 hit with Ice Ice Baby? We're doing good. We're doing good. Confident people in the house tonight. I'm hoping for some high scores because, you know, the last couple of quizzes, there's been some shockers. I'm not going to lie. Been some shockers. Question 8. Gary and Martin Kemp were in what band? Gary and Martin Kemp were in what band?
Thank you for coming.
Question 9. In what decade was pop icon Madonna born? In what decade was pop icon Madonna born?
I should know that. Don't.
Kelly says, Paul is giving out Baby Spice vibes tonight. Nice. I like that. And question 10, the last question of this round. Everyone ready? Which two country singers famously sang together on the 1983 song Islands in the Stream? Which two country singers famously sang together on the 1983 song Islands in the Stream? We're going to give you a few seconds to just check.
That is what we are.
Check your answers. Make sure you're happy with them. No Googling. You're only cheating yourself. Okay, are we ready for the answers to round one?
Yes.
Okay. We all ready? Mark yourselves. It's okay. Do not worry. And you know what? Whatever the scores, we're all going to learn something. We're all going to be smarter when this live finishes.
We're all winners.
We're all winners. That's what it's all about.
That's
So,
what it's all about.
Answers, we're going to run through these pretty quickly, okay? Question 1, which English sir has had number ones in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s? It is, in fact, Sir Cliff Richard. Sir Cliff Richard. Who'd have thunk it? Question 2, name the song and the artist for the following lyric. Maybe I'm foolish, maybe I'm blind. Thinking I can see through this, I can see what's behind. It is Human Rag and Bone Man. That's the name and the song, Human Rag and Bone Man. Question 3. A couple of people thought it was Elton John. No way. Matt Goss, Luke Goss, and Craig Logan made up which band? Bros. Answer to question 3 is Bros. Question 4, in what year did the Beatles split up? It was 1970. 1970 for the answer to question 4. Question 5 was, what is rapper P. Diddy's real name? It is Sean Combs, or Coombs, I think it's pronounced. Sean Coombs is the answer to question 5. How are we all doing so far? Halfway through the answers? Still confident? Question 6, complete the Spice Girls lyric. If you want to be my lover. Lover. You got to get with my friends.
Get with my friends.
Question 7. Who had a number 1 hit with Ice Ice Baby? It was, of course, Vanilla Ice. Ice Ice Baby. Vanilla Ice is the answer to question 7. Question 8, Gary and Martin Kemp were in what band?
Spandau Ballet.
Spandau Ballet. There you go. Question 9, in what decade was pop icon Madonna born? I was quite surprised at this, but then when I think about it, I'm like, oh, wow, yeah. 50s. 1958 she was born. Yeah. So, yeah, 50s for question 9. And the last question was question 10. Which two country singers famously sang together on 1983 song Island in the Stream? Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton. So there you go. Jot up your scores and let us know what they are in the comments below. How are we all doing? We've got 6s. We've got Daniel with an 8. We've got Lee with an 8. Oh, Stacey with a 4. Pauline with a 4. Mud, someone who may or may not be with me, got 1 out of 10. Those 3 vegans, 9 out of 10. Andy, only a 4. Vegan Brit, 1 out of 10. What did Leanne get? I might have missed it.
Are we a bit UK-centric, though?
Maybe.
You know, are we a bit Anglophile?
Are we? I tell you what, there's one round tonight that's only got 5 questions because it is definitely very English. So, you know what? Leanne got 10. Surprise, surprise. Helen Hawley managed to get 50 somehow, miraculously. That's brilliant. So, you know what? We're here. We're having fun. That's the most important thing. But you know what? Actually, serious point that you make there. There are people in the chat from all over the world. Let us know. Let the quizmaster know. I can take it on the chin. If it's a little bit too English-centric, the quizzes, let me know. and I will. I'll jazz it up
You'll
for
endeavour
next time.
to change it.
I'll make it, yeah, a bit more global for everybody.
A good man, the
Okay.
Quizmaster.
So, are we all ready? Yeah, Helen got 10. It looks like Leanne and Helen have smashed it. I think UK Vegan Family got 9. So we got 9s and 10s in there. Don't be embarrassed with your 4s. You got 4 questions right. That's a great thing. Okay, that's a great thing.
I'm going to give you a little bonus moment right here. The first one to get it in, write it in the chat, is the one who wins this bonus round. All I'm going to do is I'm going to hum one old theme tune. It's not British, but everyone in the world should know it, right? Just one theme tune. The first one to write it in there gets it, and it's 10 bonus points to you. Ready? Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba.
Essence of the Celts.
Yay! Essence of the Celts won 10 points, but the rest of you are all fabulous for knowing that as well.
There you go. If only all the answers were as easy to find as the answer to that. That's why I'm the quiz master. Tongue in cheek.
Tits McGee more drunk than I thought.
Excellent. Are we all ready for round 2?
Yes.
Yeah, we're ready for round 2. Let's get round 2 underway.
I would wear this as Gemini.
Yeah, yeah.
Like this.
I can believe it.
No, I really would.
I can believe it. I can believe it.
I think it'd look kind of good. Jem, what do you think? Yeah, I like it. Well, that's all right.
Yeah.
Okay, carry on.
Yeah, are you sure?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Kind of feeling like the show's kind of becoming a bit about you. You know, and it's about these people here. These people are the important people. The ones answering the questions.
Said the man wearing a glittery jacket.
Seconds up, round 2. Amazing. Amazing. Nearly took out my entire face. My entire face with your blondness. Okay, are we ready? Let's hope we see some high scores in this round. Okay, and as we start to get into the questions, you will understand why. I want to see high scores. Okay, question 1. How many notes are there in a musical scale? How many notes are there in a musical scale? Question 2. What temperature centigrade does water boil at? What temperature centigrade does water boil at? Question 3. Answers, just as a quick reminder, answers are at home, not in the comments. Because then if you put the right answers down in the comments, then other people see it and it all gets a bit ruined. Question 3. What company is also the name of one of the longest rivers in the world? What company is also the name of one of the longest rivers in the world? Think about it. Question 4. What in the animal kingdom is a doe? What in the animal kingdom is a doe? Question 5. What is the tallest mountain in the world? What is the tallest mountain in the world? Question 6. How many centimeters in a meter? How many centimeters in a meter? Question 7. What language is spoken in Norway? What language is spoken in Norway? These are easy. Come on. You can get these. You can do it. You can do this.
Tell her these are sort of my level.
Question 8. What is the busiest airport in Britain called? What is the busiest airport in Britain called? Question 9. Who is next in line to the British throne after Queen Elizabeth II? Who is next in line for the British throne after Queen Elizabeth II? And question 10, final question of this round. What number is a baker's dozen? What number is a baker's dozen? Give you a few seconds just to get your questions sorted out. Okay. Julie, we can only hope. We can only hope. I'm expecting everybody to get at least a couple right in this round. I'm expecting 5s and up, truth be known. So no pressure. We're going to hit the answers right now. So the answer to question 1, how many notes are there in a musical scale? 7. 7. A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Yeah, something like that.
I sang that to the tune of Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Si, Do, no. Sorry.
Question 2, what temperature centigrade does water boil at? 100 degrees. Yeah, 100 degrees. We're not counting that, Tits McGee. We're not counting that.
Well,
But it's a very valid question. What about sharps and flats? It's a good question. Keeping it simple. We're keeping it simple. Okay. Question 2. So the answer was 100 degrees. Question 3. What company is also the name of one of the longest rivers in the world? It is, of course, Amazon. Kicking yourself now, aren't you? Amazon. Question 4. What in the animal kingdom is a doe? A female deer.
Doe, a deer, female deer, Ray, a drop of golden sun, me, a name I call. Nope.
We're keeping up. Okay, so question 5. What is the tallest mountain in the world? Everyone surely knows this. Mount Everest. Question 6. How many centimeters in a meter? This was the scary maths question for a few people, myself included. It's 100 meters in a centimeter.
No, how many centimeters in a meter? Because that's what centimeter.
Bang my head. Question 7. What language is spoken in Norway? It is Norwegian.
But of course.
So the answer to question 7, Norwegian. Question 8. What is the busiest airport in Britain called? London Heathrow. London Heathrow, which kind of, yeah.
Makes sense.
Makes sense. Question 9. Who is next in line to the British throne after Queen Elizabeth II? It is Prince Charles. And question 10. What number is a baker's dozen? It was 13. 13. So please tot up your scores and pop them in the comments for us. Curse 9, Marcus 9, Leanne 10, Minimal Traveller 7 out of 10. Well done. Bethany 9. Us 3 Vegans 10. Sophie got an 8. Bobby 5. Respectable, respectable. Helen's smashing it out of the park with a 10. Nicely done. Nicely done. Holy City Vegan 9 out of 10. This is great. Well done, everyone. Seriously, well done. So that was the easy round. Okay. But this is, yes. Great scores. All good. We shall continue on. Well done, everyone. It's so difficult. We usually have, in the previous quizzes, we've usually had one clear winner. But as Paul said at the start, we're all winners. We're all winners. Okay, are we ready for round 3? It's a quick round 3. It's only 5 questions, and it is on the subject of soaps or soap operas,
British soaps,
if you will. Yes. So our people in the comments joining us in the community this evening, if you're living outside of the UK, this might be tricky. This might be a tricky round for you. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Depends at the ready. Are you at the ready?
Yeah.
Round 3, 5 questions. Okay, let's rock and roll. So yeah, this is 5 questions on soaps. I think a couple of people were confused in the comments and thought that I was going to ask them questions actually about soap. So yeah, soaps, soap operas. Question 1. Okay, name the pub featured in Emmerdale. Name the pub featured in Emmerdale. I don't watch soaps, to be honest, but some of these I think are quite well known. Question 2. Who plays Phil Mitchell in EastEnders? Who plays Phil Mitchell in EastEnders? And you know what? If people are like screaming at me, like, I don't know these, there's only 5 questions in this round, so don't worry.
Oh, I do know the first one. You just come to me.
It's the last round you should be worried about. Question 3. Which iconic soap character lost his first wife to electrocution by hairdryer? Which iconic soap character lost his first wife to electrocution by hairdryer? Question 4. Which year did the first episode of Emmerdale Farm air? Which year did the first episode of Emmerdale Farm air? And question 5. What is the name of Scott Drinkwell's drag queen alter ego in Hollyoaks? What is the name of Scott Drinkwell's drag queen alter ego in Hollyoaks? 5 questions. You're going to get 5 answers in just a moment.
I didn't even know there was a drag queen.
Okay, answers. We've only got 5. We'll whip through this nice and quick. Name the pub featured in Emmerdale.
Woolpack.
The Woolpack. Yes.
That came to me.
Who plays Phil Mitchell in EastEnders? Steve McFadden. Who knew? I didn't know. Yeah, just point of reference. We said this before. If the shoe was on the other foot and I had to answer some of these questions,
You wouldn't know any of
I'd struggle. I'd struggle with some of these. Question 3. Which iconic soap character lost his first wife to electrocution by hairdryer? It was Ken Barlow.
Ken bleeding Barlow.
Poor guy. Ken Barlow is the answer to question 3. Question 4. Which year did the first episode of Emmerdale Farm air? It was 1972.
Wow.
1972. Final question of this round. What is the name of Scott Drinkwell's drag queen alter ego in Hollyoaks? It is Anita Tinkle. Anita Tinkle. So there you go. Those are the answers to round 3. Let us know your scores. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Challenging. I thought I would test you, but as the quizmaster, I'm also learning. I'm learning from this as well. Okay. Pauline expected to get 0 and got 2.
See? So,
Yeah.
bonus.
And us 3 vegans got 4 out of 5.
That's not bad. No.
But quite a lot of people struggled with that round. So I will keep that in mind. But like I said, we're only having a laugh. We're having a laugh. Down to earth veganism on the reg. Hey, twice in one night. Okay. I'm sorry. 4th and final round. 5 questions, 5 quite random questions to finish off the quiz for this evening. Okay. And then we can tot up total scores and we can see if we've got a winner or a few people who are drawing for first place. Okay. Are we all good? We good to go?
Everyone's a winner, though. Don't forget that. Everyone's a winner, baby. That's the truth. That's the truth.
Fourth and final round. Are we ready? Let's rock it. Random questions. 5 random questions. I might, because I'm feeling generous, And because I've been smacked upside the head, I might just give you some clues for a couple of these.
Ooh,
some hints.
that would be very nice of you.
But we'll see. So no clue or hint for the first one. Question 1. How many permanent teeth does a dog have? How many permanent teeth does a dog have? Question 2. On average, how far away is the moon from the Earth in miles? How far away from the moon? How far away is the moon from the Earth in miles?
I think I know this one exactly.
I will give you a clue because this is a difficult one. It's somewhere between 200,000 and 300,000. Okay? So go at it. Question 3. What's longer, a nautical mile or a mile? What's longer, a nautical mile or a mile? Question 4. This is a long one. You ready? Saying the name. Question 4. Saying the name of what dried fruit used to be used to encourage people to smile before a photo in the 1800s before the phrase cheese. So what dried fruit did people used to say in the 1800s when the photo was being taken instead of the word cheese, which is obviously what people sometimes say now?
Interesting.
What dried fruit? And the last question. Which country in the world is believed to have the most miles of motorway? Which country in the world is believed to have the most miles of motorway? Check your answers. We will go through them in a few seconds. Okay, I'm just going to very, very quickly repeat the third question because somebody's asked if I could repeat the third question. Question 3 was, what's longer, a nautical mile or a mile? Okay. We're going to go through the answers right now. This is the last round. 5 answers, 5 points up for grabs. How many permanent teeth does a dog have? 42. Like we should all know that something. Like that's common knowledge. I did say these were random ones to finish off tonight. How many permanent teeth does a dog have? 42 is the answer to question 1. On average, how far away is the moon from the Earth in miles? It's close. It's actually 238,000 miles. 238,000 miles on average. Because obviously the moon and the Earth kind of move in and whatnot. But yeah. These are answers are from reputable places. You're looking like I'm making this stuff up.
No.
Professional.
No.
So the answer to question 2 was 238,000. Leanne, I think you can have the point for that. Question 3, what's longer, a nautical mile or a mile? A nautical mile is longer. It's actually 1.15 miles a nautical mile. So there you go. And if you knew that it was 1.15 miles, like some kind of clever person, you give yourself an extra point. Why not? I'm generous tonight. Question 4. I'll try and read this right now. This is a bit of a mouthful, this. I'm going to avoid long questions in future. Saying the name of what dried fruit used to be used to encourage people to smile before a photo in the 1800s before the phrase cheese.
This is very interesting because I've no idea.
Prunes.
Ah.
Say prunes. Prunes. So there you go. And the final question of the final round of the quiz for this evening. Which country in the world is believed to have the most miles of motorway? It is indeed China.
Oh no, I would have said Germany because of the Autobahn.
Yeah, but China's massive.
Yeah.
Germany's not.
It's pretty big.
Yeah. So China, there you go. So those are the answers. Tot up all your answers, your total score. What is your total score for this evening? And yes, absolutely a round of applause. Okay. How are we doing scores-wise? Well done, everyone. First and foremost, thank you for being here and just taking part, because that's what it's all about. Leanne got 27 out of 30. Us Three Vegans, 26. Lee got 17. 13, Pauline. Vegan Brit, I don't even want to say your score. 9. You know what? It's all good. It's all good. Andy, Piccolo 64, 972. Clearly the winner this evening. Clearly the winner by a country mile. Hannah got 10. Is that 10 overall, all 4 rounds? I'm going to take this hat off and this jacket off. The quiz is officially over. We've got some joint winners this evening. Yeah, Leanne was definitely up there. Us Three Vegans definitely up there. Andy, Piccolo 64, Andy, definitely up there, as we said before. And I just hope you've had a good time with it this evening, had a bit of a laugh. I will continue to think of fabulous and awesome quiz questions, categories. And of course, next time quiz rolls round, we will mix things up a little bit. It could be musically themed. It could be that some artistry could be involved. Artistry. I am just teasing with the possibilities of what could come 3 weeks from now. 3 weeks from now. Because we're on a 3-week rotation, as Paul said earlier. So there you go. I'm going to take a minute to just take my jacket off and my hat off.
You all right? Let's take a quick week. Good, sir.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, I've just got a glass of wine off the lovely husband. So yeah, just before we have a bit of a catch up and an update, let's just take a minute to share some positivity, because we've not done that for a couple of weeks. Sometimes when we're doing the live streams, what's really nice to do, because it can get a bit, that was Paul's phone. It can get a bit doom and gloom sometimes. So could we, just to brighten everyone's evening up even more, could we, some of us, share something positive that's happened to you over the last couple of days? Something nice and something positive that has happened. Ah, there we go. Back to normal. Back to normal. Quizmaster's gone away. So, something nice and positive that has happened, which we've already dished out thanks for, deserved thanks early on, is a really nice positive thing, was to get these surprise and wonderful gifts off people who have been so gracious and delightful in sending them. So that's a positive for us, and we're going to say a big cheers and a big thank you.
Cheers to all of you. For being part of our lives. We love you and we really appreciate you.
Yes.
Please don't ever forget it.
Absolutely. But yeah, just throughout for the rest of the chat this evening, something may not spring to mind straight away, because it's not just about sharing so we can find out something positive. It's everybody else, obviously, that's in the community tonight, and the 87 that are watching. John Ross is in the house.
Missed you, buddy. Not seen you for a while. Thank you so much for the super chat. But are you okay in general?
250 to each. Oh, I missed that then. 250 to each of Paul's quiz show knockers for all the joy they brought this evening. Yes.
You're in love.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Yeah, you okay, John? Good to see you anyway. If you don't want to stay out here, you know. We're pals on Facebook. So I could have just messaged you.
Mud says, hanging with TVG and everyone in comments always brightens my day. Like I value you all so much. But also I got a new bank card with my correct gender, which was awesome.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's
very important.
That's brilliant. That's so cool. I can't
even imagine. You know.
That's amazing.
I can't even imagine not being recognised as the gender I am.
Yeah. Yeah. Love the positivity. Love it. Love it. Bobby, of course, has enjoyed new Wi-Fi, and I found £2.50 in the self-service machine, which I needed when I needed it the most. So I bought some vegan sausage.
Amazing.
That's awesome, Bobby. I love that. I love it. Love it. Roku, the native pine squirrels are making a comeback from near extinction in my town. Super positive.
Oh, nice.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that. Love that.
Pine squirrels. What colour are they, Roku? I've noticed we watch a guy called Casey, Camera Conspiracies, just because he's funny as hell. And he lives in Canada and he films a lot of squirrels and they're beautiful black.
Yeah, they're
Black
gorgeous,
squirrels.
aren't they?
Beautiful.
Yeah, big. They look quite big as well, don't they? Jilly has had 3 orders on her Etsy store, her Etsy shop tonight. That's cool. Jill has got tickets to see Idols next year. Amazing. So cool. Love to read the positive stuff. The library is open. Stuart is in the house.
Hello, Stuart, darling.
Fabulous. Thank you for being here, as always.
And do, guys, please check out our community tab after this feed and follow the link to the Vegan Queen's channel. They did a very good video yesterday. Gemini and Miasma had a very good chat covering so many subjects. When I watched it back, I was just like, bloody hell, they got but some strong language. That Gemini got foul-mouthed.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Proper foul-mouthed. She was angry. She was right angry. She had me right to be.
Yeah.
It's a tough world we're living in.
Absolutely. Essence of the Celts, something nice that has happened. Was able to spend time walking barefoot in the grass, grounding, smiling upwards, breathing deeply. Simple moment, but a moment nevertheless.
Beautiful.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
Lots of positive stuff. I love this.
I do that in the backyard occasionally. You know, just make sure I go out because I wear flip-flops down there most of the time, so it's dead easy just leaving at the door and go and stand in the grass. Just stand in the grass, maybe at sunset, you know, and just breathe it all in. I love moments like that. I find them so very important. Actually, can I talk about that for a second?
Of course you can. Yeah, you don't have to ask.
I think, well, no, because we're sharing. I want you to keep up with other people's positives.
Yeah.
But those of you that watch the channel regularly, you will have noticed I've slipped a little 1 minute meditation bit into a recent video about the garden and meals, really just saying, urging people to take a moment. And what had brought that on was I'd been listening to sometimes I have a tendency to put stuff that's kind of chaotic on YouTube on in the background. I don't mean like chaos fighting and stuff, but stuff that you really have to pay attention to, like news shows or stuff. And then I try to do other things. And what I did this particular day was, well, Jason was upstairs working. I put some spiritual, for want of a better word, music on 432 hertz to be exact on YouTube. And it was just ambient, meditative background music. And I had a really productive morning and I felt really, really cleansed. And then that night, I thought, this is very important. I don't do this enough for myself. I don't take enough. But I have those moments like I just described outside, but that's 2 minutes. This was a couple of hours of listening to the same kind of music. Then that night, I had a bath. Don't have baths very often.
No,
because I'm too worried about the waste of water. Only really have them when I'm ill. But now I've granted myself permission to have a soak in a bath in, you know, just hot bubbles and oils and loveliness. And I did all that in this one day. And I just found it really powerful and important. And it's like I'd forgotten that kind of music energizes me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Which is, I think, if we think back to the mindset, how we were physically and mentally when we were over at the Clarity Retreat.
Yes, very much so. It's about, that's just it. Please don't forget to take moments for yourself. It's not pampering or giving yourself luxury. It's taking moments that you actually need. You know, whether that be a hot bath or like lovely Helen and her son posted a picture in that vegan group where they both had face masks the other day. Whatever it may be, and 5 minutes of sitting down listening to some healing music, it can work absolute wonders. And so grant yourself that, and don't let yourself talk yourself out of that.
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember I need that, and it's fine. So give me that because I need it.
Yeah. Lots of agreement, lots of positive affirmation and comments in there. Everyone's kind of on that. Lots of sharing of positivity, which is really nice. Picking up on another one because it'd be rude not to. Stuart from the library is open. Can finally confirm today that I'll be working full-time this next year. Hours at my normal lecturing job have gone up and I've got a new part-time lecturing job too.
Cool. Oh, is that the one, Stuart, that the other one feeds? Is that one? Brilliant. Well done, love.
And similar to for Steph.
Oh, full-time though. When we're going to fit the Queens in? We still have time for the Queens.
Well, when you say full-time, what's full-time? Because full-time to me is 37 hours a week, traditionally speaking. Some 37 to 40 hours a week. So it depends on what full-time is. Stacey, similar. Music is so powerful. I had some relaxing guitar music on while I read a book. Need to do that more often.
Yes, you do, especially if you find it helpful. Absolutely.
Yes.
It's lovely, isn't it, though? It is. It's lovely.
But yeah, lots of agreement and lots of sharing of positivity, which is lovely.
Thursday's still off for Queens.
Excellent.
Yes, Stu. Wait, is it the Leeds one?
Oh, Bobby, yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it. Bobby's got a special internet now and everything, which means it'll be a proper digital hug as opposed to a glitchy digital hug. Let's do it. Just a little digital hug. Bring it in. Bring it in.
Love you guys. Love you all to the moon and back again and around the stars and down again.
Fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. So, before we even think about wrapping up this evening, before we even think about it, Bobby, who's kissing my neck? Filth, pure filth. Nice. Lovely, lovely. Long day flying. On my way out of the airport to my car, took time instead to help elderly couple to their late night departure gate. Feels good to help. Essence of the Celts.
Doesn't it?
Fabulous. Yeah, absolutely. So last two parts of our live this evening, we always spend a little bit of time for Q&A, standard Q&A. Anyone's got anything they want to chuck our way. And then we are going to wrap things up, we're going to now officially call it something, make it official, because we always talk at the end of our live streams. But every week from now on, if we remember, we're going to bring up film and series recommendation of the week. And that's what we will wrap up with this evening. So Q&A, any questions, fire away at us and we'll do our best to answer them for a short while.
We will. And then we'll talk about the wonderful things that's what you just said, isn't it? Wonderful things we've watched recently. And I tell you what we've been doing a lot recently, me and thee. We've got back into eating really diversely. We're not eating a lot of whole food, plant-based, and but we don't hold ourselves to account.
Yes.
It's like when we eat it, we make sure that we have plenty of fruit and vegetables and salads, really, and fruit in the morning. And we allow ourselves treats. But I did get stuck in a bit of a kind of thing. You do sometimes, don't you? You get stuck in a bit of a rut where it's just like every day it's something out of the freezer in the oven.
Yeah.
Either with chips or this or that, or so I've tried to be a bit more diverse. And we've just been really enjoying eating lately. Some really good vegan grub.
Really good vegan grub. Stacey has said, Paul, can I ask about your colourful tattoos? Does it have a meaning?
Yes, it does. But, Stacey, I'm going to save that for a video. In fact, should we do that this weekend?
We could. It'd be relatively straightforward one to do and it'd be very easy to edit.
So thank you for the question because you brought it to our mind again. It's something we get asked about a lot, about our tattoos and about the stories behind them. So maybe this weekend is where we can do that vlog where we sit down at the kitchen, a proper recorded vlog, and we just talk about the story and the history of our tattoos and what each of them mean. Give us a thumbs up here if you think you would, if you think that would be a good idea, and if you would be interested in that vlog, and we'll do that this weekend because it's bank holiday weekend.
Yeah.
So thank you, Stacey.
Thank you, Stacey. You might just have to wait a little bit longer.
But yeah, but we dedicate. We don't do it on the vlog. Telling you now, that vlog is dedicated to you because you brought it up and reminded us. Thank you, Stacey.
Oh, Essence of the Celts. Paul, Jason, what do you love most about one another? I can see where the answers would be numerous. Lovely you are. Or lovely you are. What do you love most about one another? This is difficult.
I think the fact that this is a random one, but bear with me, because I was with someone before Jason who was a liar and a cheater, and that relationship made me question everybody and everything at all times and overanalyze. I don't have to have any trust issues with this man at all. None whatsoever. And I know that in my heart. And so there's a huge sense of relief and release from that. But also, he's my best friend. He's gorgeous. He makes me laugh. And I really enjoy his company.
Oh, isn't that nice?
It's true though, isn't it?
Thanks for asking that question, Essence of the Celts. Next question. So many, numerous. I think hearkening back to what Paul said before, I do think that a lot of it is around trust, but what comes with that is just honesty, stability, respect, and being in tune.
Yeah.
And also, to some, it may seem trivial. To me, it is not trivial at all. I love the fact that after all this time, there are occasions, regular occasions, where I am utterly creased by this man, to the point where it can hurt, like proper laugh out loud.
We do that to each other. Though.
Yeah. So yeah,
We've got very similar senses of humour.
Ruku, hang on a second. I can't pronounce it. Arekun Sandora.
Wait, Rocky, what's
no,
your...
I know, but she's just about to head off.
All right.
So I'll say good night.
All right. Good night, darling.
Thank you for being here.
Or mate, whichever. I'll say darling, be male or female.
Absolutely. Roku, what's your usual movie snacks?
Do you know, funnily enough, we've been watching that many movies on Amazon. Jason came back from, where did you get that popcorn from?
Sainsbury's.
From Sainsbury's recently. So I bought this popcorn. We're watching all these films and we hadn't had popcorn. It was dead angry about it. Before that, it was the sweets that we got sent from Sweet
Sugar Noms.
Sugar Noms.
Sugar Noms.
We need to order some more.
We desperately need to order some more.
You just send us some more Sugar Noms.
No, we need to be customers. That's how business works.
I know.
Yeah, so depends whether we're savoury or sweet. But yeah, sometimes
we have like a supper snack, don't we?
Yeah.
We'll do a little plate.
Little plate.
Like a couple of crackers, a couple of olives.
So there's a bit of hummus in the fridge.
Bit of hummus. You know, bits and nibble of bits and picky things.
Bits and things.
Nibble of bits and picky things.
John Ross says, "You watching Lovecraft Country, boys?" No.
What is it? What's it on, John? And is it a series or a film? Lovecraft imagery freaks me out, though.
Luna Lily.
That kind of that nightmarish imagery and scenery horrifies me. In the same way that, get this is weird, Monty Python cartoons terrify me.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
Yeah, even from being a kid. They don't terrify me. I'm not like, oh, I can't watch them. I can watch them, but they make me feel really uneasy. Like it's a horrible nightmare world that I would hate to be in.
Yeah. Luna Lily has said, recommending the Morrison's mozzarella vegan cheese slices. They're amazing. So
nice.
Thank you for the recommendations there. Marcus says that's a vid we have been waiting for. I don't know whether he's referencing the tattoo video. It might be that he's referencing the tattoo video because it has been mentioned previously, hasn't it?
Well, there's the thumbs up for it.
Yes, of course. Helen says, did you like the Bay City Rollers?
Yes, but I can't remember any of their songs at all. But my sister, Sharon, who's older than me, was really into them. So yes, at one time I was when I was a kid.
Yeah. Oh, lots of questions coming thick and fast.
Oh, well,
now.
good.
It was a quiet few moments. I was like, is it just that everybody that's in here in the chat tonight knows us really well already, and they've not got any questions that they want to ask? Sarah, can you recommend any good audio apps other than Amazon, or maybe Stuart? I used to be on an avid reader, and I really miss it, but currently studying on top of my job, so not much. Thanks.
Oh, do you mean like book reading, audio books type? If anyone's got any recommendations for Sarah,
Yes,
for audio book or podcast, Sarah, or is it just audio books apps you're looking for?
Okay. Lots of people interested in the tattoo vlog. Lots of interest in that.
Nice. Oh, Bohemian Bees watched Tricks and Mattel.
Moving parts.
Yeah, we've not seen it yet. We've not watched that yet.
We will. It's on our list, isn't it?
Yeah, around to some point.
Hannah has asked. Oh, that's a great question, Hannah. What's your favourite musical? Oh, that's difficult.
Okay.
That's a difficult one, isn't it?
I can give you a favourite musical writer, Stephen Schwartz.
I'm just going to be really...
Stephen Schwartz, Children of Eden. I played Adam and Noah in it. Adam in part 1, or Noah in part 2. It's one of the most profound experiences of my life. He also wrote Pippin. Jason played leading player in it. I played King Charlemagne. It was a brilliant play.
I'm trying to separate. I'm trying to separate myself from that because there's bias there.
He wrote because he wrote Wicked.
Yeah.
And he wrote The Prince of Egypt, the music of The Prince of Egypt. So as a musical writer,
yeah,
I love Stephen Schwartz. I adore him.
Also, it's musical. Is it musical stage, or musical like film, television musical? Because sometimes,
I'd have to give you 3. I couldn't give you one. I really couldn't.
No.
And I've not seen that many. But for me personally, my 3 favourite musicals would be A Chorus Line. I've been a fan of it for years. Wicked and Blood Brothers. That's from a viewer perspective.
I'm quite...
Children of Eden.
Yeah, I mean, for me, there's a lot that I love. But there's also equally a lot that I don't like at all. Weber, I'll say no more. I'm going to be really, really quite predictable. I'm going to say Rocky Horror and Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah, see, now I want them in my top as well.
But Pippin, because I was in it, and it's got some absolutely legendary standout songs, as does Children of Eden. So we were both really lucky and really privileged to have parts in those musicals. So thank you, Hannah, for your really, really difficult question there, but brilliant question. What else have we got here? More comments on the tattoo vlog. Deneen says, stories behind your tattoos would be excellent. Yes. Oh,
do you know, Bohemian? So funny you should mention Sweeney Todd. I've been singing a song from Sweeney Todd tonight to Isis. Little story. So I'm in the kitchen here. Here's my daughter screaming out in the backyard. Goes out in the backyard. She's under the car. There's a big black and white tomcat bully, like stood at the side of the car. And I just went, hey! He looked at me. And then he ran under the gate. And then she ran under the gate, started hissing at him. And he was proper coming on. So I just walked to the end of the gate and I went, hey, you, get away, you big bully. And off he tottered. And then as me and Isis walking back into the garden, I started singing, nothing's gonna harm you, not while I'm around, which I didn't know was from Sweeney Todd until I said to Jason, oh, I love that song. It's from about Streisand album, Back to Broadway. And then I looked it up and I was like, oh, it's from Sweeney Todd. I never knew that. So there you go.
It's all connected. It's all connected. Yes. Marcus saying Wizard of Oz, Rocky Horror, and Hedwig and the Angry Inch.
Oh, I love Hedwig and the Angry Inch.
Such a
But
good
I've only
one.
seen the movie. I've only seen the film.
And I'm always going to have an affinity with Blood Brothers, like you said, because I think Blood Brothers was the first musical I saw on stage ever.
I think it might have been the first I saw.
We saw it together, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
No, the first one I saw was Miss Saigon. No, it wasn't. Yeah. No, it wasn't. It was Les Mis and I fell asleep.
Misty's got a question, and it's an easy one to answer, really. How long have you two been together, married? I'm sorry if this has been already answered before. I'm a new subscriber as of this year. So thank you for being here, Misty, and no problem answering that question.
We've been together, excuse me, since 1997. So this year in June, we had been married for 11 years.
Yeah.
And together for 23.
So there you go. That's an easy one to answer. And newbie vegan, is there anything you wouldn't eat as a vegan? Something you really dislike? It's a good question. Easy answer for me. Mushrooms. Can't stand them.
You really don't like mushrooms.
Can't stand them. This is the first thing that springs to mind. I'm like, no. Tried them on at least 10 occasions over.
Which makes me sad because I love them. So, you know, and
what about you? Anything particularly? I can't think of anything that you would like absolutely be like, nope.
I'm quite easy when it comes to food, as my waistline can attest.
Essence of the Celts, what is one of your favourite phrases or sayings?
When someone shows you who they are, believe them. It's my all-time favourite. Sorry, Jason. I quote it constantly. I cite it. I say it in vlogs. I think Maya Angelou was incredible, but I think just that simple phrase, the full statement is actually when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. But you don't have to say the first time. You know, that's just when someone shows you who they are, believe them. That's one of my all-time favourites. And quoting the fabulous Estelle, one of my favourite characters in Gabble Talks, one of my favourite movies of all time. If your generation would be a little more active, I could take it a little more easy. You hungry?
Love it. I love that one. And for me, the one that springs to mind and will always spring to mind is one that has been with me since I was a teenager. And I'll give you the shrunk down version of it. It is quite simply, be water, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Or be like water, my friend. I'm not going to reveal it because we'll save it for the vlog. But I have a quote tattooed on me. And I'll say no more on that. So yeah, there you go. Essence of the Celts. Alice just chirping in there. Not technically a musical, but I love Moulin Rouge.
Oh, it is a musical. It is a musical.
Well, that's what I was saying about stage musicals.
Do you know which bit kills me in that? Whatever happens, we leave it all to chance. Another heartache, another failed romance. On and on. Does anybody know what we are living for? Ah, show must go on.
Yeah, love that.
Amazing.
Love it.
Amazing.
Love it.
Such crazy tingles.
Mm. Oh, back up a little bit.
Oh no.
John Ross. He's got to go and fight crime.
Oh,
good night, beautiful.
Good night, John. I hope we haven't missed saying good night to you, but good night, my love, and thank you for dropping in and thank you for the super chat.
Greatly appreciated. Alice, have you seen Moulin Rouge? Seems like you're kind of. Oh, have we gone back too far there? Yeah. We shall continue on. Yeah, slimy mushrooms everywhere. Any more questions? Any more questions? I'm going to scroll down. Yeah, there we go. And just go back up a little bit. Thank you, Alice. Oh my God, you guys sang that so well. Bless you. Oh, thank you, Stu. I didn't even know that. Of course, Moulin Rouge is both. It's currently on Broadway.
Oh, when that comes over here, I want to see it. Mind you, I want to see Dear Evan Hansen.
Dear Evan Hansen, yeah. I've still got to mention while we're on the subject of musicals. The first time I saw Wicked, not just the power, the sheer power of performance in terms of the vocal ability blew me away. But the thing that blew me away as well, the flying monkeys. Amazing.
Stuart, who was already my best friend when we went to see Wicked.
I know where you're going with this.
Because I went to I got in touch with a production company who were looking for people. It's in our playlist. Go and find it. Me and Jason went down to London to speak to an American chat show host who was actually the comedian Olivia Lee. I was in on it. She was going to be horrifically racist and homophobic. And we were there as representatives of Pink Triangle Theatre, the theatre company we ran at the time, touring nationally, tackling homophobia. So we went and we did the thing with Olivia Lee, and Jason was like, and we had a great time. And that night we went to see Wicked. Stuart, who'd already seen Wicked and knew what an emotional wreck I was with stuff, never told me about the song For Good. Because I knew you. Because I knew you. It absolutely broke me. So, 6 foot blonde, wearing beetle crushers and a blonde mohawk, walking out of the theatre like this. Little old lady at the side of me went, "Are you all right?" I went, "Yes, thank you so much."
So good. So good. And whilst we're still on the subject of musicals, Angharad's life, have you seen The Greatest
Angharad.
Angharad's life. Have you seen The Greatest Showman?
Yes.
Of course.
Absolutely adore it.
Love it.
Every single song. Every single song. We've got the album, we play it in the car.
Yeah.
A lot.
And I just said, well,
I was going to say my 2
no, you
favourite
can say that in a second. Before you tell me 2 favourite songs, I was emotionally devastated before even watching The Greatest Showman, because I looked into it. Well, we both did collectively. We found out the toil and effort that had gone into getting that film, that musical made. But then on top of that, there's a YouTube video of Hugh Jackman when he had just come back from having surgery.
Cancer.
And he shouldn't really have been at rehearsals, and he certainly shouldn't have been singing on doctor's advisement. And if you can find that video on YouTube of Hugh Jackman in singing rehearsals for The Greatest Showman after surgery, watch it. Watch it, because it just is unbelievable. But yeah, anyway, that's that. Marcus, Kinky Boots is a good one.
Yeah, it is actually. I think I've only seen that once though. Oh, I haven't seen the musical, I've seen the film.
So there you go. I don't know what Starcradle's referring to. I marvel at Jason's composure during that skit. Was you going to mention your 2 favourite songs?
She means the with Olivia Lee.
Oh yeah. I've said this so many times over the years, Starcradle. I've said it so many times. I was that composed because I had my Pink Triangle Theatre t-shirt on, and I was representing. I felt as though I was there representing us as a company, and I had to be pretty professional about it. Under any normal circumstances, within 2 minutes, she would have been getting called out without a shadow of a doubt, and it would have been not very pleasant, really. You know, but TV cameras, Pink Triangle Theatre, I was like, gotta be a bit careful here. So there you go. But it was a laugh. It was a laugh, and it was a wonderful weekend in London, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was fabulous.
So
Any more questions before we talk about our film and series recommendations, and then we'll get off and leave folk?
No, I'm just looking to see if there's anything jumping out. D. Rabbit White, yeah, Hugh Jackman is amazing. Ewan McGregor, Love Moulin Rouge, Baz Luhrmann film was so gorgeous.
Baz Luhrmann's incredible, though.
I think Romeo and Juliet he did as well, didn't he?
He also did Strictly Ballroom.
Of course, I forgot about that.
I love Strictly Ballroom. That's another film that breaks me. Beautiful. I love it. Anything to do with fathers and sons, I'm gone. I'm gone, me. I was going to say my two favourite songs from...
Greatest Showman.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's Never Enough. And, you know... I'm not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say. You don't want your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say. No one will love you as you are, but won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. Great song.
Yes, so Angie is heading off. Thank you so much for joining us tonight,
Angie.
We've got time for a couple more questions and then film and series recommendations of the week, and then we will be calling it a night so that we can go and watch the series that we're going to recommend, because we've got 2 episodes of it left.
Yeah, just the 2 left, and we can't wait to finish it. So what we're doing first, the series or the movie?
Well, I just said time. We've got time for just literally a couple more questions, okay. 1 or 2 more questions, and then so Essence of the Celts. What would you consider your favourite performance to date? As in performance that we've observed or performance that we've been in?
Oh yeah, you've got to clarify that.
So yes. Newbie Vegan, I love listening to your reading of Seneca. Will you do any more after you finish this one?
Yeah, I think I will, actually. I've got possibly a part 3 and 4 to do for the Seneca book, because I think there's about 18 pages left, and I did 7, then 13. So, you know, I might do a kind of 7 and a 10 or whatever, however it works out. But yeah, definitely, because it helps me read. Because it gives me something to focus on and read at the same time. Yeah. And I love reading, and I love reading aloud, because it was how I got over my stammer. Of course. Which you probably rarely hear, but it pops up now and again. It's there, like a little bugger. And it changes letters and all. Sometimes it's P's, sometimes it's W's. Depends what mood it's in.
I've got a question for all you lot randomly. I was just pulling my face, then I looked at myself on the monitor. And I was like, I've not asked anyone. I'm not a particularly vain person, but what are people thinking about the old mustache? People liking it? Should I keep it?
You're going to grow the ends out and twist them.
I'm going to try to. Were you liking the mustache? Essence of the Celts, by the way, it was performed. So stuff we've performed, I'm guessing. In terms of, is there anything, you know, I'm guessing standout. You know, if you think about something you've been involved with over the years, what stands out to you?
That we've performed it.
We or you?
Oh, Children of Eden, beyond a shadow of a doubt. It's the most heartfelt, and I think it was when I first kind of discovered the soul depths of true method acting. When you believe you are the character you're portraying while you're portraying them. And so it was a very powerful experience for me.
Thanks for joining us, Alice.
Very powerful.
Yeah.
And I got to exercise my voice like I'd never been able to before. And I couldn't even sing the closing song on the last line. Bloody yawner. Laura Mack, yawner, in front of me. Got her second line out, and then her voice cracked, and I heard her start crying, and I went third line. Well, I couldn't sing it.
So for me, I would say that first of all, this is a really interesting question. Essence of the counts. I would say there's some standout stuff that I've done over the years in bands that I've been really proud of. But if I'm honest with you, whenever I think of performance, there's two things that I think of. Is one, the performance stuff that I did when I was privileged enough to sing in Manchester Cathedral Choir as a young lad growing up. There are countless performances that I could reel off, but I think Christmas time, 9 Lessons and Carols, once in Royal David City, sung at the back of Manchester Cathedral Choir by a chorister, and then the rest of the choir joining in, and it just reverberating and echoing across the entire cathedral, and having the privilege of singing, Tchaikovsky, Beethoven, Mozart. But more recently, linking in with what Paul was saying before, when I was involved in Pippin, one particular song in Pippin that stands out to me is a song called Glory, and it's so powerful. I'd never attempted ever to sing anything like that in my entire life. And if it wasn't for Paul and Joan Illingworth and the amazing people around me that kind of built me up and gave me the confidence, I don't think I would have pulled that off. So, yeah.
Glory, glory.
Heads rolling across the stage.
Glory, glory.
That's the one. Brilliant. That's the one. Ben Vereen originally.
Yeah, amazing. Oh, and also, I should say, performing at outdoor public pride performances with Gemini and Keeping My Asthma, because they've all been amazing. The attention that those girls get, amazing.
We might have missed her, but Bobby's heading off. Night, my love.
Night, my Bobby. Night, my love.
I've got a liaison.
Oh, filth.
Wow. Well, thank you for your help and your love and everything else, as always. Questions? Yeah, we're kind of there now. I think we're getting to wrapping up time. We've answered quite a lot of questions tonight. I think people are having an internal conversation about Andrew Lloyd Webber and Phantom of the Opera, and most people are generally quite negative about it, and I don't blame you. So there you go. Shall we finish with film and series recommendation of the week?
Yes, definitely. Film. Shall I do the film and you do the series?
Yeah, go on.
Film is on Amazon Prime, and it's called Adult Life Skills. And it's a beautifully character-led comedy drama about a girl who lives in her mum's garden shed. Actually, it's a nan's garden shed, because mum lives with nan. Yeah, who is dealing with a really deep loss and doesn't quite know how to navigate through it. And it's about her journey, and it's just beautiful. It's character driven. It's very Northern England. It's full of comedy. It's got some really lovely little heartfelt moments in there.
Beautiful moments.
It's got some beautiful, brilliant characters.
Yeah.
It's just one of those films that we sat down, really enjoyed, and at the end of it, we're like, oh, that was really good. That were a 7.5 out of 10.
Maybe even an 8.
And most films we watch are like 5, 6.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
It was, yeah,
and
really good. Adult life skills.
Yeah, adult life skills. And I shed a tear, I don't mind saying. It's a beautiful film, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
So that's film recommendation of the week. Okay. Series recommendation of the week is Eco Challenge. Is it the toughest race in the world?
Yeah.
Eco Challenge, the toughest race in the world. Absolutely phenomenal. Made by the same people who make the world famous series Survivor, that's in its like 20th year now, I think. Absolutely phenomenal series. These people are
really brutal.
The front runners in this competition are absolute machines. Yeah. But as is often the case with the best type of television, particularly when it's spread over 10 episodes, it's about the people and their stories
and their journeys. Both of us last night, episode 6 and 7, this is what I did. Oh,
I will say,
It's just been really good. You have to get past the horses.
the Fijians.
Yeah, there are a couple of points where the contestants in the race hire people and a horse from Fijian villages to help them carry their backpacks. That always makes us feel a little bit kind of, but it's only for brief moments, and we don't condone it. It just happens to be a part of the series.
It's a really difficult one because with Eco Challenge, it's set in Fiji. Just to give some context, because it's a bit of an unusual recommendation, this, and it's even a little bit of an unusual one for us to dip into, really. But when I saw that it was the same people that did Survivor, I was like, I'm really interested. So Paul's told you the disclaimer about the horses. I'll give you the disclaimer. Bear Grylls is involved with it. Some people detest the man. But Bear Grylls is involved with it. If you can get past that,
he's all right in it.
Can I just say two words before we wrap up on Eco Challenge? Mark Macy. Mark Macy and his incredible story and why he's there, and his son. I will say no more. Broke us. Utterly broke us. So on that note,
nice ending.
Going there, weren't we? We were going.
Nice ending, Jason.
It's a beautiful, beautiful thing, though. It really is. It's a beautiful thing.
No, it is. It is.
At essence of the Celts, the Fijian people are completely lovely, simple living.
Yeah, they're portrayed as beautiful people in this entire series. Fiji, what an incredibly beautiful, brutal island. Beautiful. Such a good series, though. So adult life skills and Eco Challenge.
And Eco Challenge, I'd just say it's been like a 17-year gap. So it was like a big thing back in the day, but they've had like 17 years off. Anyway, I'll stop talking about it now.
Yeah, it's really worth watching. Right, we're going to get off, guys. Want to thank you all so much for joining us tonight. Thank you to everyone who's super chatted. Thank you to everyone who's bobbed in. Thank you to everyone who's took part. Thank you for all the questions. Thank you for your interest. Thank you for everything. You're all incredible. And 2 massive thumbs up again to May and Helen for the gorgeous gifts from our Amazon wish list, which is linked in every video, by the way.
Yeah. Lots of exciting stuff coming up. Obviously, we've got the tattoo vlog coming up now.
Yeah.
We've got something new in the pipeline that I think you're going to really enjoy. Paul's hit upon a really cool idea for something that will be like a sort of semi-regular fixture on the channel.
And if you're bored after this, please search for the Vegan Queens. Find their channel after you've watched our Tesco vlog, that is, that we uploaded just before. Go and find the Vegan Queens, because I'm very proud of what they did in that last episode, episode 9 of Ladies of Lockdown. They just tell it like it is, and they're both gorgeous, and I adore them both. So please go and check out the Vegan Queens.
Awesome stuff.
Right. Lots of love to everybody. Night, Mum and Dad Brom. Night, Auntie Pearl.
Colin, Brett.
Night, Colin. Night, Brett.
All of you.
Night, Leanne, Imran, Helen, May,
Janine,
Bobby,
Roku,
everybody. Everybody, we love you. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for spending your time with us. We'll see you again very soon. And until then, please be excellent to yourselves and each other. Bye, my loves. Thank you. Thank you.